Hello and welcome to Quick News TV. I'm Zach Grant and I'm here with Rita Coburn from our Parents as Teachers program. And we would like to just take a moment to talk about technology, because a lot of time, technology is a part of our daily lives. And a lot of times young children in technology is, it's really something new, especially since the iPad has really been around for about 5 years. And so we're still kind of learning the effects of it on our children, along with TV time and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about some of that stuff today, try to keep you informed. But first, Rita, thank you so much for joining us here today. We're excited to have you. And really, I think there's three main questions we kind of want to go over today. Maybe the first one is really just, how is technology helping children?
It really starts to become more beneficial after age 3, when they're able to, to move the screens, when they're able to manipulate a mouse, and then you can introduce some of the games that are developmentally appropriate, and that's the important piece. They have to be developmentally appropriate.
Another thing that we've been looking at too is just the appropriate amount of time that students should spend on technology, or the screen time, I think is what it's kind of been referred to. What's a good rule of thumb, or things along those lines?
About half an hour for TV time, and no more than 2 hours for older ones for screen time. That includes TV and computer. Okay,
and that's an important thing to note, is that it's not 30 minutes or an hour each. It's a combined total of both 30 minutes for iPad and TV, or iPhone and TV, and things along those lines. So those early years are since that's when the brain develops, that's when we need a lot of the hands-on, the one-on-one time, the verbal communication. That's where all those things develop. And if students are just in front of a TV or in front of an iPad or an iPhone all the time, that limits the developmental stages. Yeah,
and that's when you start seeing some issues come in with attention deficit, behaviors, limited communication skill, limited social interaction skills. So then when they go to school, they don't know how to interact and how to behave in that environment.
We want to make sure that parents know, have those resources. And just parents, you can check out those resources on the parent link of our website. Just go to any school, or just go to nixonpublicschools.net. Click on the parent link, and under Future Parents, we've got some important resources on screen time, and resources that you can look to check out the research, and even some handouts to track screen time for your students, your children, so that way they can be in the appropriate levels for their age. Well, what else do we need to know about appropriate use of screen time in students, and how to make sure that they develop to the best of their abilities?
Not forgetting that the importance of the interaction with the parents and with the siblings. Not forgetting that the best learning is still imaginative play, going outside, doing a nature walk, getting the building blocks out, getting the scissors out and the crayons, and media, TV, iPad, and all that has its place, because we need it in the schools, and there's lots of information a child can gather from that, but then making sure they get all the important parent time.
And I think that's I know in Nixa schools, once they enter our school system, we do have that limited interaction, or we have scheduled time for them to have computers and have use of the iPads, but the teachers do have them put it down, and they do read, and they do the interaction and the hands-on activities. So it's a learning tool rather than the teacher itself. And we want parents to know that it's a tool, not the parent. And so it's that happy balance.
That's important. Yeah.
And I think it goes back to the children look at more what we do than rather what we say, and so it's kind of that old saying holds true here. So
that's right.
Great. Thank you for joining us again for another edition of Quick News TV. We'll see you next time.